Hello, summoners, and welcome to another episode of Phaeology, the study of Fire Emblem heroes. My name is Joel, and it's my pleasure to bring you the Phaeology Dating Game. Thank you and good evening. We've got a wild group tonight. Listen, there has been a spectacular spate of posts recently on Reddit, Twitter, and Discord on the subject of luck. And they hold one common belief. Luck can only happen, and when it does, it is wholly mysterious, irrational, inexplicable, and yet so rare, the finest summoners have never succeeded in fully expressing its joy. Okay, we agree. Luck is happening. Some, like Ilya, have luck come easy. Others, like yours truly, don't fare as well. And I think Jackal's in that group, too.
Yeah, maybe.
One thing is certain. We all look forward to that day that our luck turns around and our favorite unit finally comes home.
I still don't have Lara Shell.
For our next round, let's see if our contestant can be tempted to test their luck with one of our user-submitted builds. But there's a catch. One of these builds will be submitted by yours truly. If they select this build, they'll be editing this episode.
Well, I'll be editing the episode. Oh, well, I guess Deku can edit
this is a case where the actual contestant could edit the episode for once.
Great.
Sorry. Either me or Jackal will be editing the episode. I need to update these notes.
No, don't be ridiculous. If Deku picks your build, he can edit his own stupid game episode.
Jackal, how about you tell us about our contestant?
He was the guy in the T-Bird in American Graffiti, a movie that literally no one on this listening end of this podcast has seen. He's been a regular member of the cast of Man Trap Theory, another thing no one's ever seen before. He's now appearing in the new television series, The Ginger Man. His book of poems entitled Tap Me, A Summoner's Tale, is being hailed as a bestseller. Hailed to spell it incorrectly, Summoner. I'd like you to join me with a warm Phaeology welcome, Deku!
Hey, thank you. I've been a fan of the show for a long time. I'm happy to be here. Never been on this show before in my life.
Long-time listener, first-time caller, Deku, how are you doing this evening, sir?
Well, it's Friday, so I'm doing pretty good.
Sweet. Getting slammed on that tequila strawberry sunrise. Deku, I think you know how to play, but here are the rules. We have 3 user-submitted builds. It's 3 builds, right, Joel?
It's 3, yeah.
This time it's 3 because the slide does say 4. We have 3 user-submitted builds. Each one is ready and eager to be selected. All you have to do is pick the one that you think would be the most fun.
Jackal, are you ready?
I mean, something.
Deku, are you ready?
Yes.
Oh, this is my part. Sorry, I have to turn my light on. Let's see. This Hoshido Noble is more than just a dream. She's an arena tank. She has spent many years adrift, far from her noble families. Please welcome Corrin, Dream Princess. Interesting. Summoner Deku is speechless. How fascinating. Well, let's walk through this build, shall we? Joel, are we each going to talk through one, or how are we doing this evening?
Why don't you go ahead and take this one?
Yeah.
Sweet. So we have Deku's Demonstrative Darling, an arena tank. Her effective attack is 64. Her effective physical bulk is 113. Her effective magical bulk is 112, which is almost the same as 113. She is supported by Crom, Dimitri, and Azura for water season, obviously. She is S supported, Summoner S supported. Kind of Okay, that's a different conversation. But obviously, +10, +15 flowers. Lightning Breath plus, Rally Up Attack plus, Aether, Attack Defense Unity, Dragon's Ire 3, Joint Drive Attack, and Speed Res Solo in the seal. Interesting. Probably not good, but 67 HP, 55 attack, 49 speed, 41 defense, and 40 resistance, 9,999 SP, and 7,000 hero merit. Deku.
I feel like this unit was specifically designed for me to hate.
Interesting. I mean, it's entirely possible, buddy. You know how our server operates.
I do know the members of this community.
Think about this unit in water season, though. I mean,
but this unit doesn't have isn't supported by the best water season legendary hero, Ryoma.
I mean, I think that's strongly debatable, but
now what made me laugh here is whoever did this just doesn't want to run a bonus unit. Like, no, forget that. We're going Corrin, and we're going 3 legendaries.
Yeah.
Well, that's from what I hear. This may not be entirely true, but from what I hear, that is the best way to stay in tier 21. No bonus season, no bonus unit. You just slam Corrin all day long.
Maybe you shouldn't phrase it like that.
Maybe. So I think it's I don't know if interesting is the right word, but she has attack, defense, unity, and speed res solo, and joint
drive attack.
Yeah, this is a weird build.
She really doesn't know what she wants to be.
Yeah, so attack defense is the unity is within 2 spaces, right?
I think so. So it's close, but not too close.
Yeah. I mean,
keep in mind in arena though, it is very possible to be 1 space away from your other support units.
Yeah, I think it makes some sense. I don't think it makes a lot of sense, but I mean,
you may as well do speed res bond 3.
Yeah, but attack defense unity has some other bonuses, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, in the S slot.
Okay.
So most of that bulk is coming from the fantastic 60 plus HP. That is Arden levels of HP right there. You have to respect it.
Hey, but HP is good.
Oh yeah, HP is fantastic. HP is the best stat in the game.
Well, I think what's interesting is with attack defense unity and speed res solo, she gets all 4 stats buffed.
That is true. So they're really kind of playing her almost as a well-rounded unit, I guess.
Yeah, an omni buff tank.
It's not bad, but it could be better if you focused.
Well, if you had to give it a rating, what would you give it?
0. It's Corrin.
Okay.
Moving on
that bombshell.
Great. This pale lady didn't like being near anyone, but has since come around. This pale moon will hit you like a truck. Here's Corrin, the Wailing Soul.
Oh God, this is what we're doing.
Oh man, Deku figured it out. Oh no.
I hate you. I hate you all.
Oh no, it's just these 2, buddy. It's a totally different unit for the third one.
So let's talk about Fallen Corrin, or as this build is, socially adjusted Fallen Corrin. This is an Aether Raids tank with an effective attack of 68, an effective physical bulk of 113, and an effective magical bulk of 130, with max damage reduction of 40%, all based on Dragon Wall and a res of 52. So this is 2 airs and summoner supported, +10 flowers. This is light blessed, pale breath plus with a res refine, Harsh Command plus Iceberg, which, I mean, apparently the assumption is that this unit is just not going to take damage. So you just might as well use Iceberg. And then Distant Counter, Dragon Wall 3, Joint Drive Res 3, Attack Res Bond 3. And our stats end up at 69 HP, 57 attack, 45 speed, 39 defense, 52 res, and 999 SP and 7,000 flower or HM.
Nice. You know, it's hard to really see, to really just visualize that SP and HM every time. You know, it's hard to do that sometimes. But I think this is a really, actually, I'm sorry, I'm gonna monopolize this conversation if I start. Deku, why don't you take it away, buddy?
Well, first of all, I am very happy that this is the episode I decided to drink during. Because I hate it all. That said, as a build,
sweet,
I like this build better than Dream Corrin. This may come partially from the fact that I like Fallen Female Corrin better than any other Corrin in the game.
All right.
If you had to rate this build,
0, it's Corrin.
No, Deku, you rated a 69.
So, Jackal, is there anything else you wanted to talk about with this build? Because it sounded like you were just ready to go off.
Well, I just think that it's so funny that original Fallen Corrin is like, no, stay away from me. And this one went through some rehabilitation, and she really got in there with her counselor, and they really figured it out. They really understand why she has this aversion to people, and so now she just can't get enough of people. She's got to be around them all the time. I love it.
So, guys, I just had a realization.
Okay.
Is this the April Fool's dating game?
I mean, I guess kind of with 2 Corrins.
It's April.
I mean, it's barely April. We're at the last hour and a half of April, buddy.
But it is technically, well, first of all, for me, it's a whole 3.5 hours left of April.
Yeah.
And second, we were supposed to record this days ago.
Yeah, more. I mean, like a week, like literally a week ago.
Well,
but,
you can think about that, but
yes,
I kind of want to see the next unit.
Me too.
I'm not sure I do, but let's look at it anyways.
Finally, we have a young lad that is nothing if not comforting. There is an unending line of support coming out of this guy's very ears. We have Corrin, Fateful Prince. Sorry, I couldn't read my own handwriting. Oh, that's weird. It's another Corrin. Deku, are you still with us? Did you die, or are you still there? Oh, guys, we lost Deku. That's so unfortunate. All right, well, I guess let's just run through.
Now, before you start, I really have to make sure that Deku knows that this is not one Corrin. This is 2 Corrins, because you can see this Corrin is ally supporting legendary Corrin.
Oh, it's Corrins all the way down.
So for anyone who hasn't noticed, I have left the Discord call. Let's see how long it takes them to figure it out. So how's your day going? Mine was going pretty good until this. Now I hate everyone. Alright, I'm going to pop back in now.
All right, so let's talk about this build real quick, Summoner. While we're still waiting for Deku to be revived.
He actually hopped out.
Chest compressions and mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. So this Corrin supports legendary Corrin with an effective physical bulk of 109, an effective magical bulk of 105, adjacent ally-supported drives of +7, +7, +7, and +10, visible buffs of +6 all the way across the board, and he inflicts guard and debuffs. So this is as supported with Legendary Corrin and Summoner supported. Yato refined to its ability. Refine? Whatever that's called. Rally Attack Defense Plus, Ruptured Sky, R Dual Infantry 4, Speed Res Ruse 3, Infantry Pulse 3, and Drive Res 2 in the seal. 68 HP, and that's a boon there. 61 attack, 45 speed, 41 defense, and 37 resistance. And, of course, 999 SP, 7,000 hero merit. And, of course, plus 15 flowers.
I've just muted myself so they can't hear. I am very disappointed they never noticed. I really hope that I'm not the one who edits this episode because I want to hear one of them react to hearing all this. It's going to be great.
61 attack, 45 speed, 41 defense. This guy gives just like a bunch of stats. Just like a pile of stats on top of Legendary Corrin. Can you imagine just like a base Corrin plus 10, whatever, on a defense tile with Fateful Prince Corrin? Wow. That's pretty stout. Joel, how do you feel about this Corrin?
I am not supposed to have favorites, but this is my favorite build.
Oh.
I love this build. And there's a little more to this build that you're not seeing, or you might be seeing. If, I didn't see it at first. I had to have it explained to me. What's going on is this is so that Legendary Corrin can run Dragon Wall. And that Infantry Pulse gives Legendary Corrin the additional cooldown so that they get Negating Fang. Yep. And the extra speed means that they can defeat none other than Legendary Crom.
This entire episode has been my least favorite thing I've put on this show.
Oh, boy.
Well, I'm going to open this up by saying I'm going to have to hate this on principle because it's Corrin. I just want to make sure everyone's aware.
Okay, fair enough.
Second, if the whole thing is going towards supporting resistance, why do you have a rally attack defense instead of rally attack res? Moving on, this is actually a very realistic build because they actually put a dual skill on there, which it just so happens was not on female Dream Corrin, which just makes me hate that build more. I'm going to laugh if that's Moon's build, and just every time Moon puts in a build, we hate it. I really hope that's not the case. I have no idea whose builds these are.
I don't either, Deku.
But just know I hate all three of you.
I mean, there's one person specifically that you should hate. And I guess we'll talk about that more in a little while.
I'm sure we will.
But if you had to give Corrin Fateful Prince a rating, Deku, what would you say that is?
I mean, 0 because it's Corrin.
All right, well.
But all things considered, you don't see a lot of support builds put into this show, so I have to respect that.
Yeah, and this is...
So I'll give the builder at least, a 2.
All right, well, we have a frontrunner, I guess. This is probably one of my favorite builds that we've ever seen on the dating game. So cool.
No,
Man,
clearly
cool
the Infinite Life Hell was your favorite build.
Yes, I said one of my favorites. Infinite Life Hell is just so cool. And if she is ever on a banner where I'm summoning, I am going to intentionally summon on green until I get her. Because I want to do that. Oh, man, that's cool. But anyway, I think that concludes our viewing of these Corrins, Joel.
Okay, that's it, Deku. Your time is up. You have exactly 60 seconds to make up your mind which of these builds you would like to take home. Jackal, that's your part.
I always forget that we're not supposed to actually give 60 seconds of dead air, Joel. Deku, you've seen each of the builds and found out a few things about them. I think you have a pretty good idea how they perform, but only one can be selected. Moon, who's the lucky unit?
I'm just gonna start putting like dash 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 or contestant in bold.
Well, Joel, then you know I'm going to read the dash dash dash. Who's the lucky unit? You need to update your slides.
Deku, which unit did you like the best?
So the problem is, I know one of these units isn't Joel's, and I know the unit that probably is Joel's, assuming one of these three is Joel's. But I like the one that I think is Joel's better.
Well, Deku, one of these three has to be Joel's because we only have these three units.
Yeah, has there been a time when you guys have done one of these episodes and not had a taste breaker?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done it once or twice.
No, okay. I'm gonna go for Fallen Corrin. Even though I know that male Corrin is not Joel's build because he said it had to be explained to him, which means he gave himself up.
Yeah,
First
Joel,
of all,
you sure did.
Yeah, you did.
Actually, I've done that quite a few times. Yeah. Where my build, I explained it like someone else had explained it to me. You guys
Joel
just never
has
noticed.
done that several times also.
Well, even so, the point is, male Corrin is Corrin squared and is also a symbol of my failures in the calendar episodes. So I can't do it.
Oh, hang on.
I just don't like that Dream Corrin build.
Hold on, Deku. I'm seeing something else here.
I knew it. I knew it.
I guess we do have one more surprise in store for you.
Don't do this to me. I know exactly.
The question is, can you be tempted away from your choice by an old flame with new skills? Please welcome this fashionable old gentleman here to save the day with an old bad body and a cool sword cane. Please welcome the man that had the res in the highest res in the game last year and has been outclassed by 37 units since the last time I looked. Your friend and mine, Reese the Kindly Priest.
I don't think that's how you pronounce his name, but I do have to respect the rhyming.
I mean, I said it that way, A, because it's the correct way to say it, and B, because it rhymes with priest.
I'm just disappointed that I had wrist music, and I didn't realize it was only 19 seconds worth.
That is disappointing for you, Joel.
Like, wait, what happened to the music?
Yeah, it's not long.
All right, well.
So I'm looking at this.
Well, let me run over. You've kind of taken this in, but let me paint a word picture here. This is the stall specialist. It inflicts guard with Tannin Baton. It has an effective physical bulk of 103, an effective magical bulk of 125, grants defense res +2 to allies within 2 spaces, and it has tons of debuffs. So we've got. This is a dark Riss that is Yoon, Sothis, and Triandra supported. We've already talked about Tannin Baton. It's got Return Plus, Miracle, Fortress Defense Res 3, Sabotage Speed 3, Threaten Attack Res 3, and Fortress Defense Res 2. We have +10, +15, HP of 64, attack of 38.
What? That's crazy.
Speed of 38, a defense of 39, and a res of 61.
Yeah, that's all right.
That attack stat has to be better than, like, Azamas.
Yep.
We literally have units in the game with more attack at their base than Rice does at +10, +15 with the weapon.
Yes, sir. We sure do.
What a world.
So yeah, you can just imagine attacking into this unit, charging up Miracle, but you can't charge up your special. And with all of the debuffs, you're not even sure you can double.
All right, so looking at this, First of all, I feel like Sabotage Attack would have been a better choice. Because Rice's speed isn't really much to write home about. But if you're going to debuff their attack, that makes it even harder to kill him. Although you do have Threaten Attack Res there, which actually Sabotage is visible too, isn't it?
Threatened attack res is actually visible too after the first attack.
Yeah, they're all visible. Is my point. Which means that Sabotage Attack would get in the way of Threaten Attack Res.
We do all know that Threaten Attack or Threaten skills, especially at their tier 3 level, are some of the best skills in the game.
They definitely are, but the problem is they are a lot harder to run on an enemy phase unit.
Well, that doesn't necessarily matter though, Deku, because
I believe you
this
were the
guy
one
is just
who made
going to
that
be
point
like
to me when you broke down my Salic build.
Things were said. People said things. Who remember who actually said what garbage in their whole mouth situation? But anyway, it doesn't matter if. Well, dang it! I don't remember what my point was anymore. Thanks, Deku. This guy's going to be the last unit on the map, and he's just going to be debuffing. You're never going to kill him, and then turn 7 is going to come, and you're not going to be able to kill him, and that's going to be the end of the match.
You're not going to be able to kill him unless you have this little thing called a defense targeting unit.
I mean, his defense stat is still 39, though.
It's not a bad defense, but it's nowhere near as bad as his resistance. At the end of the day, I have to respect this Rice build. It is very good.
If the rest of the team can push off until, like, turn 5 and you've got this guy like buried in some buildings, it's going to be kind of difficult to actually get to him and kill him.
I mean, you're not wrong there, because he might take, even with his defense, probably 2 rounds to kill, or at least 2 rounds of combat, depending on who you have.
Which is why it's so important to have Sabotage speed.
So, like, this is far from a bad build. I do enjoy this very much. I think I am ready to make my final decision.
Oh.
All right.
I am bringing Corrin home with me. I hate this.
Wait. Sorry, Deku. Sorry, Deku. Which Corrin, though?
The Corrin I chose earlier.
Okay, but can you remind us which Corrin that actually was?
It's Joel's Corrin, isn't it?
I don't know who made any of these units.
Fallen
truthfully,
Corrin.
I have no idea. Fallen Corrin. Oh, Ilya says the hottest Corrin by far.
Yes,
I guess he's talking about Reese, though.
He is definitely talking about Reese. He's not on the call.
That is pretty funny. All right, well, Corrin it is.
That's not the outro
Joel.
music I wanted.
Nope, that's for the end of the episode.
And that is the
Can
outro
you,
music, but we don't want the outro music right now.
No, I mean, that song is somewhat long, but I don't think it's long enough to get you all the way to the end.
Alrighty. I'm sure you're wondering who made these builds. First up, we'll go with Dream Corrin, done by none other than Moon.
No.
We have Fateful Prince Male Corrin, done by Howdy.
All right, respect to
Nice,
Howdy.
Howdy.
Respect to Howdy.
I might have to build that legitimately, so I might steal that. Thank you.
And we have Fallen Corrin, built by Conquest.
Hey,
Wow.
Conquest. Very good, Conquest.
Nicely done.
You're fantastic.
Now, Joel, I know that you have all of these stats in your head because you're, well, that's probably not very nice. You just keep all these stats in your head. How many times have we picked Conquest build as a winner in the dating game?
I think it's just been the 2. But it's been 2 in a row. And it's been 2 dragons in a row.
Gotcha. So I guess what we're saying is Conquest really knows how to build dragons.
Apparently so. Yeah. All he needs to do is stick Dragon Wall on something, and apparently we'll love it.
I mean, Dragon Wall is a fantastic skill.
Yeah.
So I was so tempted to build La Rochelle.
I would hate you so much.
Because I mean, there's no way you couldn't pick that. But I couldn't do that to Jackal.
I mean, I'm not editing this episode. Deku's editing his own episode.
What do you mean? I didn't pick the Joel. That means that Joel is going to be editing
I guess
the
that's
episode.
true.
Aha, take that, Joel.
Yes, sucker.
I really, when we laid this out, though, I thought that if I put 3 amazing Corrin builds up against a wrist build, I wanted to see that conflict.
It was there. It was certainly there.
It was palpable. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
This entire episode has been my least favorite thing I've put on this show. And it's been almost a year now.
Yeah. I mean, not quite. We still have a couple of months.
A couple months, but we're getting pretty
I think
close. We're like,
we are getting very close.
like if someone got pregnant during our first episode, they could be giving birth about now.
Yes, if one of us got pregnant during the first episode, that is true. I guess.
The Phaeology child.
And with that, we'd like to thank all of our builders. You really came out in force this time. I'll be showing Deku the Corrin builds here shortly. For everyone else, you have it in the credits as they're scrolling by. But if you like the episode, leave a comment or subscribe. We have lots of stuff coming. If you'd like to reach out to the show, you can do so through our subreddit at r/Phaeology. You can email the show directly at phaeology@gmail.com. If you'd like to chat, you can join the research and development server or direct messages on Discord. Our tags are in the show notes. Remember, you can send your voice messages through Anchor at anchor.fm/phaeology/message. If you'd like to support the show, you can do so through anchor.fm/phaeology for as little as $1 a month. Hope you have a wonderful day, and schedule an appointment with your phaeologist real soon. Take care, guys.
Bye.